So Bitcoin broke the $30,000 and it didn't confirm yet, so we need to wait, but it is exciting. And the two questions which we need answers to is, one, is it going to be sustainable? Will Bitcoin reverse from there, or it is going to continue to pump? And the second one is when altcoins will pump, because that is where the money lies, that is where the gains are, and that is where we can do a 50%, a 2x, a 3x if everything aligns as we would like to. Before we start, press the subscribe button and off we go. So before everything else, let's check the Bitcoin's chart, because it is at 30,000. As you can see, it's $30,084. It is a slim breakout, and right now it is trying to confirm. I can see that, and we are still on the brink of correcting back. Maybe we will touch again to $29,000 because it was a huge resistance. We spent 4 weeks here. We spent a full month in this range between 27,500 and 29,000. So I wouldn't be surprised if we would see Bitcoin come back here and try again the 30K. I hope that it will not stay below the 30K for a month now. However, we need to discuss why this is happening and what could be the outcomes, okay? Because everything has a reason, and right now we do have some bullishness in the market, which is coming from the macro phase, which is coming from the financial, from the traditional finance, which we need to talk about. So as you can see on Cointelegraph, an article already popped up 3 hours ago that Bitcoin hits 30K to mark highest price since June 2022. Yes, this is an all-time high since last year, June. But why this is happening? And the answer lies in the CPI, because right now still everyone is looking at inflation. Everyone is looking at what will be the Fed's response to the decreasing inflation. Are they going to continue with quantitative easing? Are they going to print money continuously? Now, as you can see, another article just 10 hours ago also came out when Bitcoin rallied to 29,400, and that was because of the CPI, because the new expectations for the CPI came out, and as we were expecting from month to month CPI to be reduced or to go down by 0.1%, right now the bullishness just ramped up, and we are looking at a 1% deflation of the CPI from 6% to 5.1%, which could mean that the inflation is over and the Fed should pivot. Now we need to say that this is not the actual CPI, this is just an expectation, okay? This is not the actual CPI reading that will happen tomorrow, and that is the key point, because since tomorrow we will have the CPI reading, this could be only a price in which would make that it is a FOMO, a price action which is the product of FOMO, of bullishness, of overly optimism. Now I don't want to bring you down. I think 30K in Bitcoin is great. However, as always on this channel, we need to look around and we need to be realistic rather than too optimistic or too pessimistic. That is what I like to do, and therefore we are going to check the charts right now. As you can see, Bitcoin is facing still this resistance, and this resistance is coming from many clusters which happened over the last years or 2 years. As you can see here, we have some touches and we have another cluster here, which was the capitulation, which was the big dump last year in May. Now, if we can go through this, then that is when the fun starts. However, if people want to DCA as I do, they shouldn't be bothered by these price actions, and also they shouldn't FOMO, or they shouldn't invest too much at one go. Now, first let's check what are the price targets, what I think will happen if the CPI will truly be 5.1%. What is going to happen if CPI is above 5.1%, which means that inflation is not as good as we are expecting or as the market thinks. And after that, I'm gonna show you 3 altcoins which I am watching, and yeah, I'm prepared to buy in or to long. Okay, let's see. Regarding long, it's with leverage, so don't copy me. However, we do need some chart analysis for people who might want to buy in a good spot. First things first, as you can see, Bitcoin is entering this cluster, okay? This cluster can be reduced, increased, whatever you like. This is not an exact science, let's just say, but we do have this resistance. We can see on the price, if we go back on smaller time frame, that it kind of stopped the price. We are already writing a small red candle, and I'm gonna just make this a bit more transparent. So we are writing a small red candle here on the 4-hour, meaning that the price was kind of stuck, or okay, it is stumbling. However, it is also fighting this resistance. As you can see, it went up to $30,384. It means that it breached through the 30, and if this is a confirmation of the 30k, that is very good. And if we don't fall back below the 30k, that is what we want to see, obviously. So the question is, what is happening if the CPI is 5.1%? I don't think that we will have a much higher rally. I don't think that we will have another huge green candle. I do think that we will have some kind of a correction. We will have some kind of a sideways again, because I do think that this price action which happened in the last 10 hours or maybe 5 hours, that is already the price in of the good CPIs. So if the CPI reading will be 5.1% or even below, I do think that we will have some kind of a confirmation of the 30k, and maybe we will start to go up. I mean, if the CPI will be even lower than 5.1%, that will be very bullish, and that is where I think Bitcoin will pump again. Now, when Bitcoin pumps like crazy, then we can see some bleeding in the altcoins, but we will get there as well. But first, if CPI will be above 5.1%, meaning that the expectation is more optimistic than the reality, and we will have a smaller inflation decrease than what we want, or what the market priced in, that I think it is to be expected that we revisit the 29,000, at least the 29,000 or 28 maybe. So I think we will have high chances to go back into this cluster, into this one which we were spending some time in the last 4 weeks. Therefore, don't be scared if we go back here, we go a bit of a sideways. I think as long as we don't do something like this, we are golden, okay? If we go back to this cluster, I think that is bullish, because right now I consider this as a bull market. Right now the trend is uptrend, is not downtrend. Therefore, even if we go back into this cluster, even if we cannot fight off this resistance what we are facing right now, I'm absolutely convinced that sooner or later Bitcoin will break out these resistances and will work off these clusters or these obstacles we are staying in a way of a true big rally. So what we are waiting for Bitcoin's dominance in details, just in 30 seconds, I'm waiting for it to break through and to confirm back. After that, maybe we will have another push, and after we have this another push, let's say, then we will again see some kind of a descent, okay? And in the meantime, if Bitcoin's price is stable, then we will see a nice pump in altcoins. So I'm expecting a pump in altcoins in this section, if it happens, obviously, and a huge alt season in this section, okay? When the Bitcoin's dominance is coming down, it is calming, let's say, and Bitcoin is not crashing but going sideways, that is when we will see some nice green, big double, triple digit percentages on the altcoins. So let's go forward and check what altcoins I'm looking at right now, because we need to be prepared. We need to be ready for this pump to happen. First, as always, Ethereum is leading the way. I think it is clear for everybody. And as you can see, it is right now at $1,919. It is trying to attack the 2000. I think if Ethereum goes through the 2000 and confirms, we will see some huge pumps, because after the 2000, after it is beaten, let's say, or it is broken, we will revisit the 2500 cluster here in matter of days or weeks. Obviously, we do have everything to align there, and we will see how the macroeconomics are performing at that moment and Bitcoin's price. But I think 2000 is the one which we need to beat at this moment, and I am convinced that we will have some great price action on Ethereum. Next one obviously is eGold. On this channel we are watching eGold a lot. eGold is in a downtrend. As you can see, I analyzed the shit out of it. Maybe this is even too much drawings on the chart. However, we do have this important downtrend which is shown with these two lines. Yeah, we need to break out from this. I think that is the most important. First and foremost, we need to break out from this downtrend. We need to break the 43 $44, which is not even that far away. I mean, we already had this fake out, this breakout fake out. However, the 4 million liquidation just pushed us back to the $40. Nevertheless, we are right now battling this $41. You can see, guys, as because this resistance is there for quite some time. It's not for weeks, for months maybe. And you can see that it is holding the price down. Now, first of all, if we can just confirm somehow here and then go there, confirm, maybe try once, try twice, go back and confirm. Okay, and this would be the continuation. That would be the best scenario for eGold, and that would be a good indication that the bullishness is back in the eGold factory. And from the fundamentals and from the project strategy, I think we will have some great news. We will have some new information even this week, because Benjamin will be on Morningstar Ventures Twitter space this week on Thursday. So if you want to see how the strategy will go forward, then yeah, make sure that you tune in, because I'm gonna be there. Okay, let's go forward. The other one which I'm watching, and I'm hawkish on this, okay? I'm watching this very closely because it is about to break a huge trend, okay? This is the daily. This trend is coming back from December 2021. This is the SAND USDT. And as you can see, we are just about to break it. Now, I know that we have many trends, and usually it can be a fake out, and as always, it can be at this moment as well. But if I just check a couple of things, then it gives me a hope and it gives me optimism, because as you can see, we are just about to break the trend. We have a triangle right here at the end of this, at the end of the chart, which is obviously a bullish sign if it breaks out in the uptrend, okay, in the upward direction. And the third one, which is very important, and it is more like a confirmation, is the RSI. As you can see, it is above the 50 mark, which is bullish, okay? That is bullish. It means that it is not overbought, it is not oversold, it is an uptrend. So that is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this triangle to break out, because the next price target for SAND, and let's be a bit conservative, okay, let's not be too optimistic, if it breaks out, is 1.39, and that is a 2x, that is 100%. And obviously it marks this cluster right here, or this resistance, and this is where I think the price will stop. If you like the content, press the subscribe button, and I'm hoping that we will have a bullish month this month, and we will have a good CPI reading, so we can see some rallies, some double, triple digits in the green for the altcoins. And finally, after 2021, we see another alt season. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.